Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Inner Geekdom match here at Jack of All Trivia. Today we have a great match for you. We have Dan the Man Moore coming in at 0-1 versus a new player, Bruce the Shark Boyd. We have Haven here as one of my co-hosts. Haven, how do you? Well, Haven's doing something right now. Exactly wrong time.
I'm doing well, man.
Yeah.
I'm glad to be here. Yeah, man. I'm glad to be here. Can't wait to see what these brothers do. I know Dan, not Dan. I know Bruce. He's played a couple matches here and there. So I'm interested to see what he does. Dan looks vaguely familiar. So maybe I've seen him before, maybe I haven't.
He had a geek match earlier this year. So.
Okay, so that's where it was. All right. There's so many players, man. You can't keep track of everybody. But I'm excited, man. When it comes to Inner Geekdom, I got a W right here chilling. So, I'm officially in the loop. So I'm going to see what these guys do and what they bring, brother.
Yeah, I feel you. All right, I guess we can move down to interviews. You want me to do it or you want to do the interviews?
That's up to you, brother.
I can do the interviews. So I guess we'll start with the returning player, Dan. How you doing today? Coming off your first match. Oh, you lost, but it was a close match.
Yeah, it was a close match, if I remember correctly. It's been a while. I'm looking to continue on. I'm a little rusty. Hopefully, that doesn't deter me a little from this. And I'm looking to see what Bruce has got. He was talking about how he's want to challenge himself. So hopefully, I am the challenge for him.
All right, cool. Guess we'll move over to Bruce. Bruce, how you feeling about today?
I'm feeling pretty good. Like I said, this is kind of new to me. I mean, I know. I love movies in general. I've dabbled in teams and singles, and geek's kind of new to me. But I've been watching movies, and I'm excited to see what I know and what I don't know, and hopefully I know more than I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, it's kind of how it is for everyone. All right, I guess we could get this match started. Do introductions. Introducing first, coming in at 0-1, Dan the Man Moore. And his opponent, coming in at 0-0, Bruce the Shark Boyd. We'll get started with round one. Round is a whiteboard or round utensil round. You get 10 questions in various geek categories. Each question is worth 1 point. There is no stealing. What else is there? If you happen to get all 10 questions correct, you get an extra bonus question to you. Please write down your answer and say it when called upon. Since Bruce is new, once again, try to keep your hands visible at all times. Each person gets 4 repeats and 1 challenge. So I'll start with Dan. Dan, you understand the rules of round 1? Bruce, you understand the rules of round 1?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's get this match started. Ding, ding, ding. And your first question is in the category of Marvel movies. Regular Marvel movies. Who plays Dr. Connor / the Lizard in The Amazing Spider-Man?
Ooh, good question off the jump.
Yeah. Recently watched this movie. I actually like it. Probably one of my favorite of the Spider-Man.
Yeah, underrated ones. I like his look. I like the look of the Lizard.
Yeah. The count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. And we'll start with Dan.
Don't know if I'm saying his name right, but it's Rhys Ifrons.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's close enough. Yeah, you spelled it right. And Bruce.
Yeah, I couldn't think of his last name, but I just put the kicker from Replacements.
He's that guy too.
Dan is correct. Take a early 1 point lead. Question number 2 is in the category of the Wizarding World. In the Goblet of Fire, which student does Professor Moody turn into a ferret?
Ain't that so cliche in the wizard movies? They always turn somebody into some kind of animal. There's always a little animal too.
Yeah, I think it's the easiest. I don't know the easiest thing to do, but maybe in those movies, just cheap CGI too. You guys count up 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll start with Bruce
I put Malfoy.
and Dan.
Draco Malfoy.
Both are correct.
I wasn't sure if you needed
Right.
first and last.
I mean, Malfoy's called
Okay.
Malfoy, so
Yes.
basically, yeah.
All right, Bruce is on the board.
Yeah. Third question is in the category of the DC, regular DC movies. In Jonah Hex, Quentin Turnbull brands what 2 letters on Jonah Hex's face?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Another movie that's
Trying to
not
remember.
atrocious. Watch that.
It was. This shit was trash.
Yeah, count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll start with Dan
Because he was disfiguring his face, he made him a QT.
and Bruce.
Yeah, I put JH.
QT is correct.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
Good
Granted his
pull,
initials
Dan.
on him. Yeah. Fourth question is in the category of Star Wars. In The Rise of Skywalker, who is the first voice we hear speak on screen?
Oh God.
Hey, well, how do you feel about The Rise of Skywalker? Is it not a big fan
It's
of
good.
it? Fan? Yeah. Yeah.
No, I like it.
Yeah.
I just rewatched it for the first time since seeing it in theaters, and the parts I really like, I still really like.
Yeah.
But the parts I
Count
don't like, I still don't like.
5, 4, 3,
Yeah.
2, 1. Pens down, and we'll start with Bruce.
Yeah, I don't like this movie at all, but I put right.
And Dan.
Palpatine.
Palpatine is correct.
Oh, Palpatine.
Yeah, the voice
The
of
dead
Did they both
speak.
get it or no?
Yep. No, just Dan. Dan got it.
Okay. All right.
It was
I'll keep the
Palpatine.
score over here for you too.
Okay. And the fifth category, fifth question. I always do that every time. It's the fifth question in the category of the View Askewniverse. View Askewniverse. In Clerks, where does Dante Hicks work at? I need the name of the place he works at.
Well, that's definitely awesome. You know, I was about to say.
It's a classic.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is it
Yeah.
a classic or a cult classic?
Yeah, it's-
Underground
I would-
classic?
Might be one of those cult classics, maybe, I would say.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
People who really like it. People who don't. You guys, a count of
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. I believe we are on Bruce.
Well, this
Damn.
is not right. Okay. I put
No.
quickie. All right.
I'm not right either. I think I
Yeah.
put Stop and Shop.
Bruce
That's
was
probably
close.
right.
It's
Oh.
Quick Stop. Quick
Oh
Stop.
God.
Quick Stop. Still kind of combine them.
Our
So there
powers
goes-
combined.
Yep. There goes Dan's perfect round. We have no perfect round this match. Category question 6 is in the category of Star Trek. Star Trek. In Star Trek First Contact, Lily Salone shoots which Enterprise crew member with a machine gun when she first meets him? I'll repeat because I kind of stumbled. In Star Trek First Contact, Lily Salone shoots which Enterprise crew member with a machine gun when she first meets him?
Damn.
Another. This is probably my favorite Star Trek movie. I'd probably say First Contact.
It was a good one.
Yeah.
It was really good.
Count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start with Dan
I put McCoy.
and Bruce.
Yeah, McCoy sounds a lot better than I put Spock.
Both are incorrect. Look for Data. Data.
Ah,
Data.
Oh, I got
New
this confused with
generation.
another.
Yeah.
Oh, I got confused with a different movie. Oh,
Question number 7 is in the DCEU. The DCEU. Who plays Jor-El in Man of Steel?
All right. I was watching this last week.
Yeah. I actually like it. I know there's a lot of people out there who don't. I think it's a pretty decent movie. I think these guys are
I
done.
like
So I'll give
it.
you a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start with Bruce
Was it Russell Crowe?
and Dan.
it was Russell the Muscle Crowe.
Both are correct. Russell Crowe.
Nice.
So you got your 8th question is in Middle Earth. Middle Earth. In The Return of the King, what activity are Smeagol and Deagle doing when they find the ring at the start of the film?
Oh, I know this one. I don't give no hints. I know this. That's Smiggle jumping up and down when he's all excited.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Dan
I put playing in a field.
and Bruce.
Yeah, I had no clue. I put eating.
We're looking for fishing. Fishing.
Ooh,
It was my first guess.
Fishing.
I doubted it.
fishing.
Fishing.
Yeah, that's what. Because remember the fish pulled him into the water, and that's how he found the ring.
So, question 9 is in everyone's favorite mixed bag. Mixed bag.
Oh yeah.
So, question 9 is what are the robots called that the humans build in order to fight the Kaijai in the Pacific Rim franchise? Read that again. What are the robots called that the humans build in order to fight the Kaijai in the Pacific Rim franchise?
They're called kaiju.
Kaiju, sorry. Well, you know me and my. I've had.
No, I know.
The
It's
I,
all
Well,
good.
man,
the I
just-
key is really close to the U key. It's
Yeah.
okay.
My pronunciation's really bad, so if it messes you guys up, we'll get you a technical repeat. So, Kaiju, yes. Thank you, Haven. See, this is why I need a co-host. Someone who can speak.
You know they got the animated. They made an animated series on Netflix for that.
Yeah, I haven't checked it out yet. I need to. Count up 5,
It was
4,
pretty good.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Believe we're on Bruce.
All right. I definitely know I got this one right. The Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
Technically, and Dan.
Man, it's a much better name than what they actually use, which was Jaegers.
Jaegers, yeah.
Oh,
Jaegers is
God.
correct for 1 point. All right. And your last question is in the category. Last question is in the category of the MCU. The MCU. In Captain America: Civil War, what reason does Peter tell Tony why he can't go to Germany?
Oh God.
It's another movie I think I like more than most people. I think most people say on their second rewatch it's not as good. I find it just as good on every rewatch. But count of 5,
Yeah, this movie's great.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Dan
He has to protect his friends and family.
and Bruce.
I put homework.
Homework is correct.
Mhm.
Bruce gets that point. And Haven, at the end of round 1, I have the score of Dan with 6, Bruce with 3. So what you have?
That's what I got, brother.
All right, cool. So we'll move on to round number 2, which is the wheel round. So each player will get a spin at said wheel. Each category, it's various geek categories. You get 5 questions from each 5 questions in the category you land on. Sorry, Each question's worth 2 points. You can check down the multiple choice for 1, and there is stealing in this round. Dan, since you are in the lead, you get to choose whether you want to spin first or second. I guess I could read you the categories if you want. Just a refresher. We have Wizarding World, Middle Earth, Star Trek, video game movies, MCU, the DC, Marvel, Mixed Bag, and Opponents and Spinner's Choice. So, Dan, you want to spin first or second?
I will spin first on this wheel.
Spin first? Okay. I also forgot, if you don't like your first spin, you can spin again. But after the second spin, you have to keep what you got. So here's your first spin. Spinner's Choice.
This is like my third match in this league, and I've got horseshoe at my ass or something. I keep getting Spinner's Choice.
So
I'll
I
take
could
Wizarding World.
Wizarding World? Okay.
Yeah.
Wizarding World. Alright. So, Dan, I'll give you 5 questions in Wizarding World. Your first question, starting here. In the Goblet of Fire, which student does Professor Moody ask to tell him what the third and final unforgivable curse is?
You asked that question in the first round.
No, he didn't.
No, I asked.
It's a different question.
Oh,
Different
sorry,
question.
I checked out halfway through. Can I get a repeat?
Yeah, I can give you a repeat, yeah. In the Goblet of Fire, which student does Professor Moody ask to tell him what the third and final unforgivable curse is?
Hermione.
Hermione is correct for 2 points. Your second question. In the Order of the Phoenix, what creatures take Professor Umbridge away in the Dark Forest?
Centaurs.
Centaurs is correct for two more points. Your third question, in the Chamber of Secrets, how long has Magical Me been on the Daily Prophet's bestseller list?
Magical Me. Oh, I know the scene. Come on. I love this character.
Give you a count of 5.
4 weeks.
4. 4 weeks is incorrect. Bruce, I can give you a chance for a 2-point steal. In the Chamber of Secrets, how long has Magical Me been on the Daily Prophet's bestseller list? Count of 5, 4, 3, 2,
I'm gonna say
1.
6 weeks.
6 weeks is also incorrect. Looking for 27 weeks. Been on there for 27 weeks. All right. Fourth question. In the Deathly Hallows Part 1, while at the wedding, Luna tells Harry she was bitten by what?
Multiple choice.
Multiple choice. Is it A, a goblin, B, thestrals, C, a garden gnome, or D, a dragon?
C.
C, a garden gnome is correct for 1 point. And your final question. In Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, Newt didn't go to the war because he was working with what type of dragons on the Eastern Front?
Multiple choice.
Multiple choice. Is it A, Swedish Shortnose, B, Hungarian Horntails, C, Ukrainian Ironbellies, or D, Chinese Fireballs?
D.
D is incorrect. Bruce for the 1-point steal. In Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, Newt didn't go to the war because he was working with what type of dragons on the Eastern Front? Is it A, Swedish Shortnose, B, Hungarian Horntails, C, Ukrainian Ironbellies, or D, Chinese Fireball?
I'm gonna say A.
A, Swedish Shortnose is also incorrect. We're looking for C, Ukrainian Ironbellies. Ukrainian Ironbellies. So, at the end of Dan's round. I have 11-3. 11-3. And got the score up to 11. So, Bruce, your spin is up. You spin at the wheel. And here's your spin. You got Star Trek. Do you want to keep Star Trek or spin again?
We'll spin it again.
Spin it again. Okay, whatever you get this time, you will have to keep. Except if it's Wizarding World, which you get a free respin. DC, you get DC movies.
Great.
Seems to be a big thing the past couple of matches.
yeah. DC.
All right, your first question in DC movies. Who plays Connor Rooney, who ends up killing Michael Sullivan Sr.'s wife and son in Road to Perdition? Give me a count of 5, 4, 3.
Multiple choice.
Multiple choice. Is it A, Jack Kelly, B, Daniel Craig, C, Jude Law, or D, Dylan Baker?
Okay. Jude Law.
Jude Law is incorrect. Dan for the 1-point steal. Who plays Connor Rooney, who ends up killing Michael Sullivan Sr.'s wife and son in Road to Perdition? Is it A, Jack Kelly, B, Daniel Craig, C, Jude Law, or D, Dylan Baker?
Daniel Craig.
Daniel Craig is correct for the 1-point steal. Your second question in DC movies. In Batman Begins, what is the name of the man who kills Bruce's parents, who eventually gets shot outside the courtroom after his parole hearing? Count of 5, 4, 3,
Multiple choice.
2. Multiple choice. Is it A, Victor Zsasz, B, Jack Napier, C, Jonathan Crane, or D, Joe Chill? Count of 5, 4, 3, 2,
Jack Napier.
1. Jack Napier is incorrect. So Dan for a 1-point steal. In Batman Begins, what is the name of the man who kills Bruce's parents, who eventually gets shot outside the courtroom after his parole hearing? Is it A, Victor Zsasz, B, Jack Napier, C, Jonathan Crane, or D, Joe Chill?
Is it Joe Chill?
Is that an answer or?
That's my answer, yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's Joe.
Because part of me is like, did Nolan keep that
Yeah,
name?
it's Joe Chill, yes. Joe Chill is correct for a 1-point steal. Alright. Your third question in DC movies. In Superman 2, what mode of transportation does Lex Luthor use to escape prison?
Multiple choice.
Multiple choice. Is it A, train? Sorry, I'll read that again. A train, B, a car, C, a hot air balloon, or D, a parachute? Give you a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Parachute.
A parachute is incorrect. Dan for the 1-point steal. In Superman 2, what mode of transportation does Lex Luthor use to escape prison? Is it A, a train, B, a car, C, a hot air balloon, or D, a parachute?
Hot air balloon.
Hot air balloon is correct for 1 point steal. Now let me.
Oh man.
All right. Hey, do you know what the score? 13 to 11.
Right now it's 14-13.
14 to 3.
14-3.
Yeah. Okay. So it's
14-3.
still
Yeah,
in it,
14-3.
All right. So, your fourth question in DC movies. In The Dark Knight Rises, Miranda Tate tells Bruce that they had nothing, but when they had what, they felt very rich. The count of 5, 4, 3, 2,
Multiple choice.
1. Multiple choice. Is it A, lights, B, fire, C, electricity, or D, running water?
Running water.
Running water is incorrect. Dan for
Oh
the
my
1 point
God.
steal. In The Dark Knight Rises, Miranda Tate tells Bruce that they had nothing, but when they had what, they felt very rich. Is it A, lights, B, fire, C, electricity, or D, running water?
Electricity?
Electricity is also incorrect. We're looking for fire, and they had a fire. Sure. All right. So score is 14 to 3. So Bruce has to hit this to stay out of KO range. You can either go hit the 2-pointer or the 1 point multiple choice. Your fifth and final question is in DC. Sorry, in Constantine. How many cigarettes has Constantine smoked every day since the age of 15?
Multiple choice.
Multiple choice. Is it A, 20, B, 25, C, 30, or D, 40?
You cut out on. Can I hear the options again?
Yeah, I can hear it. Give you option choices. Is it A, 20, B, 25, C, 30, or D, 40? Count of 5, 4, 3, 2,
Is it 25?
1. And your winner by KO, Dan the Man Moore. Looking for 30.
Oh
To be
man.
30. Yeah. So I believe the final score was 14 to 3. So
Yep.
we could just move over to interviews. We'll start with the winner today, Dan. Dan, how you feeling?
Feeling good. You know, I want to give credit to Bruce. This is a tough league, and I forgot how vast you made the categories this season. So I was significantly underprepared this time for a lot of what was asked. But I think Bruce, you know, he had a. Again, I give him a lot of credit for coming into this league. Inner Geekdom is never easy to tackle unless you've really just gotten into all of that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's a tough league. There's a lot of categories, a lot of movies, and you get a lot of details in there. So, now you're 1-1. Is there anyone you would think about facing next, or?
I'm so far removed from what's going on in the community.
Yeah.
The school year and moving is really just what's actually happening. I know Haven was getting a little mouthy going on in the community, so I'm not against going after Haven.
I mean, Haven does have a match coming up, so I mean, but I don't know. He's someone who else wants to play him, so we'll see. We'll see. But as we can move over to our second place finisher today, Bruce. I mean, tough game. I mean, how you feeling? It's
Yeah, I mean, it was tough. Like I said, there was there was there were a couple of categories I did not want to get, and DC was one of them.
yeah.
I am not a big DC fan. Just not big at all in DC. Uh, when Dan picked Wizarding World, it kind of like hurt me because like I was pretty confident in Wizarding World and Marvel and MCU, and that's kind of what I was shooting for. But like I said, it's new to me, and I'm still trying to get the hang of get into IG and stuff, get away from regular all around general trivia. So, but yeah, this ain't gonna stop me. I'm just gonna study up more, sure up on the Star Treks and the DCs of the world if I could get myself to watch those movies.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, this one, it doesn't hurt as much as other trivia matches, just because, like I said, I know this isn't my strength, I'm strong suit. So, but yeah, I'm glad I got this under my belt, and I know exactly what I need to work on in IG, which is just about everything. So,
I mean, for your first
but,
IG match,
great match,
it's
man.
rough, man. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It happens, and yeah, I watched the last couple IG matches here, and Joe and DC's been coming up a lot, and I was like, DC,
Yeah.
they're bound to like turn around and not land on me. And of course, it lands on me, and I'm like, come on, man, like, why does DC keep coming up in this league? Like, you love DC that much, Devontae? You put a curse on the wheel.
It's a spin of the wheel, man. I would love to not have DC for a while because these questions are starting to get deeper and deeper now. So it's just how it is.
I'm sure it goes down with this wheel. Like, I've got choice all three of my matches. I don't know how I'm doing that.
Yeah, it's
like I said,
the
I'm
wheel
waiting
is
for
what
it
the
to
wheel
turn in my
is.
favor. But yeah, man, I'm just glad to get this under my belt and see what happens.
Yeah, hopefully you come back. So we'd love to have you back for another match sometime.
Definitely.
So okay, yeah, cool. So I guess we could wrap this match up. I guess we could start with today's winner, Dan. Where can the people find you?
I don't post much on social media, but you can follow me at Twitter at Chives536. But if you want to see any of the fun stuff I actually do, you can follow the Virtual Video Game Orchestra at VGGO, I believe we are, and we perform video game music, so you can check us out there.
I'll watch your match.
Bruce, where can people find you? Or
Hey, man. So you can basically find me around the trivia leagues. I'm all around basically. So, but yeah, man, you can find me losing in IG here and in TMG if you want to watch that later at 9:00.
Yeah.
Spoilers. If you didn't guess from this match, you'll see how it goes in.
My co-host Haven, where can good people find you?
Oh, you can find me on Facebook, Jack of All Trivia, and of course here, Jack of All Trivia.
Yeah. Again, me, Devontae, once again, Facebook, all social medias. And here, Jack of All Trivia, the Inner Geekdom division, if you want to get a match in there. This will be signing off here with the final score of Dan 14 and Bruce with 3. We'll be signing off. See y'all next time.